Hello and welcome. How are you doing, my friend? Next, I like to show you that I like to give information that what to do if this my Toyota Corolla's remote key and the starting key it has been went broken in that way. That now these buttons what are in here that they are away. That's how I can repair that thing next. First possibility is of course to go purchase this new key cover, and it costs about 120 to 140 US dollars or euros, and we can go to purchase that part in the nearest Toyota dealership center. And then there is second option what we can do, because these parts belongs inside in here in that way, and now they have been dropped away because I have used that key now like 12 years, and now this outer buttons are away. There is nice solutions that we can go to purchase this aftermarket spare parts to this Toyota key. And the solution is that this package it has been made in China, and now I open that, and this is not the Toyota original part. This is some businessman's design, and when I look in here there are those two buttons like in here and in here, and I poked that set what was in this package. I poked that in eBay web page about 1 week ago, and this set there was two pieces of these, two like for spare parts for two Toyota keys. This cost only 5 US dollars, and this include also post costs and mail costs. And I got today that kind of package, and this came from China, small letter, and there was that kind of small part, and this has been made in China and only $5. And there are those other side, where are those buttons. And please, if you like to repair this your Toyota car's key, please go to look in eBay and then search buttons, search words like spare parts for Toyota remote key, or something like remote key rubber cover, or those, or then Toyota remote key buttons, repair buttons. And I can also insert in link that in what place I purchase these spare parts in eBay, if you have any difficulties or issues. Okay, and then this is easy. This ordering for this is easy, but what to do next? Then this replace is more complex, and for that job we need a couple of tools. And we need, this is difficult thing, because if we use wrong tool and this screwdriver, then we can damage this small screw in here. When we look in here, there is small screw in that area, just in here, and it is Phillips head screw, and it is so small that we need very small screwdriver. And I have in here measurement scale, and this scale is like millimeters, and that means that when I check that how much this small screwdriver this size is, it means that when I insert in here, it is just 1 millimeter is this length, that area, 1 millimeter. Okay, and then this important thing, when we have this right tool, and this screwdriver should be this Phillips head, but we can also use this small flathead screwdriver, and then when we are looking this screwdriver, there is actually this size what should be 0.25 millimeter is this thickness in this head, and length is 1.5 millimeter, and that one is then, there is something small logo, but I can see Phillips head. But this is small screwdriver, and these screwdrivers cost about $5 per piece, and you can purchase these in any car spare part shop. Okay, and this is the key, important key, that we have small screwdriver, because if we use big screwdriver in here, then we damage that head, and I will show that what is big screwdriver. This one in here, this is too big. This is Stanley USA, and if I use so big screwdriver in here, then I can't open that screw, and also I will, and I do damage this screw totally, and then I can't replace. But now I show that when we have right tool, I only open that screw in that way. Now it opens, and there is this small screw, and then there is important hint. When we open that cover, there is small area just in here, in that side, where is this Toyota logo, not in that side. And when we insert in there this flathead, now in that way, screwdriver, and then I bend that little bit up, and I keep that in here in that way, and then I'll insert a little bit more, and be carefully that you don't hurt your fingers like that this two slippers in here, and then it do that kind of wound, and then we have bloody found in our thumb. Carefully, and then idea is to like twist and rotate that in that way, and then now in that point do not insert that too deep, only couple of millimeters, and then in that way a little bit bending, because now it's open, and carefully in that way when we are in that position. And if we are too brutal and hard, then we can damage that part in here. Look, now it opens this part. If we use too much force, then we can broke this part, and that's we have to be carefully when we open that. It opens so that it is in that position. This is the idea, and in that way, in that it opens this way, not in that way. If we open that in that way, then we damage that clamp in here. But idea is that way, that it is in here, in that way, and then by okay, and then I drop, and then do not miss that small screw, because it is important in here. And then when I first, and then carefully in that part. Okay, and actually there is some protective areas in here that I can carefully take that out. Idea, this is the second, that this part goes in here only. There is slot hole in here, look. and this lot goes in there and only in that way, look, and then it likes that way opens. Okay, good. And then this important thing when we have this spare part, how it goes in here. This is this inside part, and this part goes just in here, and there is this hole in here. It goes in that knob, this higher circle area, very nicely in that way. Now I insert that in there. Okay, now it's in place, look, this hole, and then it's fine, and then I need to drop that actually in here. First this, it goes only one way in Toyota way, in here, and then we only check that are these holes going nicely. Okay. Okay, they are doing well, and then I insert that my key in that position, and in here I rotate that in this way, and then that area in here. This is difficult part. I a little bit move that. Now it moves nicely, and then I only press, and then we check, and we rotate that many times that everything is good. And then these planes must be in same area in here, that way, and then I check that are these buttons working. Okay, that way, and then final step is to insert this small screw back in here. Okay, now it's there, and then my screwdriver. Actually this was not so good, Phillips screwdriver is better. And then please press all time these parts together, like these tubes and my finger. I am pressing those hard, because if I don't press, then it could open in that way. And then I have difficulties to insert the screw. Good, press, and then check that there is this hole that we can see there in, and then screw back. Then I rotate. My screw. Good, and then final carefully. Okay, now it's fine, and then I check that are those my buttons working. Okay, and this was this information, and this cost only $5 or euros to repair this remote control. And in eBay, please go to check that you can find the right repair parts in your car key. Okay, thank you. And of course, thank you for watching video, and have a nice day to you. Okay, and here we have this information where we can find these parts. This place is eBay, and then when we insert these search words, remote key, fob case, repair pad for Toyota, like Corolla or so on, and there we have first thing, that kind of part, and price is 0.76 euros, and this comes from Hong Kong. And then there is also some other things, but this is this idea what we need to purchase, and the place is this eBay, and it works really well when we order these spare parts in that kind and in this way. And there is this selection that buy it now. It's also important. We insert this buy it now. Okay, and there is this place. There is also option for free international shipping. Okay, and in that place I purchased these parts, and this price is really okay. Okay, and that kind of information, and thank you for watching that video.